Here's the 30-second lesson on what legends know. Never practice nunchucks in a crowded room. Never eat chole before a road trip. Always take your shirt off before you iron it. Don't take a call near a swimming pool. And don't forget, saving is not investing. Legends don't just save, they invest in mutual funds. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
In this episode of Politically Correct, I am going to talk about how Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has been trying to corner the BJP since he came out of jail on an interim bail 3 days back. We know that he is probably the only opposition leader who has the language and ingenuity to match the BJP. So he raked up the issue of Prime Minister Modi's succession and tried to drive a wedge between the BJP High Command and UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. I will talk about all these things in detail in this episode and explain what exactly Delhi CM is trying to do. How he is trying to kill 5 birds with 1 stone. By the way, I don't like this saying, killing birds with a stone. Anyway, let me come back to Kejriwal. In the days following his arrest by the ED on the 21st of March, the Aam Aadmi Party's internal surveys showed that it had a positive impact. Party insiders told me that the sympathy factor gave the AAP a 3% bump in its popularity rating in the national capital. And that's when the party decided to bring CM Kejriwal's wife, Sunita Kejriwal, to the fore. From the second week of April, the internal surveys suggested the sympathy factor started waning as Prime Minister Narendra Modi brought Muslims to the center of the electoral discourse, saying how the Congress is planning to take away people's wealth, properties, gold, Mangal Sutras of women, and even reservation quota of SCs, STs and OBCs, and distribute them among the Muslims. Many political observers then thought that the PM was going after the Muslims because of low voter turnout in elections, which also gave hope to the opposition parties and liberal intelligentsia, of course. They thought the BJP was getting frustrated and panicky, and so the Prime Minister was talking like this. But Aam Aadmi Party strategists were not taken in by such talks. Their surveys showed that Modi's anti-Muslim pitch was beginning to swing voters. The 3% sympathy bump was petering out faster. Then came the hope that Kejriwal would finally get bail. It would take the sting out of the Aam Aadmi Party's jail ka jawab vote se denge campaign. But AAP leaders were confident that he would find the language to counter PM Modi. In 3 days since his release on bail, Kejriwal seems to have done exactly that. Look at the promptness and vehemence with which top BJP leaders came out to rebut Kejriwal's claim that PM Modi would retire when he turns 75 on the 17th of September 2025. And he was therefore campaigning for Amit Shah to become the PM next year. The AAP chief also said that UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath would be removed within 2 months if Modi wins. Amit Shah was quick to clarify that the BJP's constitution had no 75-year age ceiling. Prime Minister Modi will complete his full term and also lead the country beyond 2029. That's what Shah said, and many other leaders said the same. Predictably, AAP leaders and their associated Twitter handles burst with old video clips where Amit Shah was seen speaking about the party's 75-year age limit. Some even showed former Gujarat CM Anandiben Patel citing the same reason for her resignation. On Tuesday, in an interview with the Times of India, Amit Shah confirmed that there was this 75 years age limit. He said, and I quote, "That was applied in a particular situation. There is no such thing in our party constitution, and in this election, the BJP has fielded at least 10 candidates who are above 75 years. Let me repeat Amit Shah's words. 75 years as retirement age was applied in a particular situation in the past. You know what he meant by the particular situation? That's basically the situation in which some BJP veterans had to be given compulsory retirement. Kejriwal's comment on PM Modi's successor in fact drew an indirect response from the Prime Minister himself. addressing a public meeting on Monday, he asked, Modi ke waris kaun hain? Who is Modi's successor? मेरे वारिस तो आप सब मेरे देशवासी हैं. You countrymen are my successors. The Prime Minister obviously gave this debate a very smart spin. But what explains this brainwave that Kejriwal got while he was idling away in jail? By raising the age ceiling purportedly fixed by PM Modi in 2014 and wading into the succession debate, the AAP's national convener is seeking to kill 5 birds with one stone, as I told you at the beginning. First, he is trying to corner PM Modi over the unwritten, unofficial age ceiling that was, it's like a damned if you do and damned if you don't predicament for the PM. If there was no age limit, why were so many veteran leaders sidelined? L.K. Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi and many others. And if there is an unofficial age limit, is Modi seeking an exception for himself? Either way, PM Modi would be projected by his adversaries as a power-driven leader who first got rid of colleagues who devoted their lives to the party and is now trying to cling on to the PM's chair for as long as he can. It would be a blow to the image of a leader who is known for being selfless, to the extent that he would not allow his family members to stay with him. But I'm just trying to explain what Kejriwal has in mind, or what Kejriwal is trying to do. Second, Kejriwal is wading into the succession debate to drive a wedge between Modi's putative successors, Amit Shah and Yogi Adityanath. They are considered heir apparent for different reasons. Shah because of the role he played in making Modi what he is today, and for his complete grip on the organization that enabled him to have his loyalists in key positions in the party as well as in state and central governments. Yogi is considered a successor because of his mass appeal, which is second only to Prime Minister Modi's. That the two of them are not the best of friends is a well-known secret in BJP circles. A factor that Kejriwal is seeking to use to drive a wedge between them, or to try to drive a wedge between them. It's also because of this perception that has given rise to all kinds of speculative stories, especially when Shah has been campaigning across the country while Yogi is largely confined to UP, unlike in 2019 when he campaigned extensively across the country. These conspiracy theories are a bit misplaced. BJP insiders say that there were demands for 200 meetings by Yogi Adityanath across the country. He has, however, chosen to focus on UP to achieve Prime Minister Modi's Ab Ki Baar 400 Par goal. I mean, as a state BJP leader was telling me. From the 27th of March to the 6th of May, Yogi has had 100 rallies and road shows, out of which 26 were outside UP. Given the BJP's high stakes in UP, Yogi's decision to focus on his state is understandable. What is inexplicable, however, is the silence of BJP leaders on Kejriwal's claim about Yogi's possible removal 2 months after the Lok Sabha election. This stands in stark contrast to their rush to rebut the Delhi Chief Minister's claim about BJP's retirement age and Modi passing on the baton to Amit Shah next year. Third, Kejriwal has sought to tap into the growing discomfort in the RSS and its affiliates at 2 levels: personality cult at the ideological level and eroding authority at the practical level. They are happy about having the most ideologically committed government that has fulfilled the RSS's core agendas. But with such a popular Prime Minister at the helm, the Sangh has little or no say in the government, run by Swayansevaks and Pracharaks. The fact is that the 75 years ceiling was originally the RSS's idea, as it sought to have younger office bearers who could understand and connect better with Gen Next. RSS Sangchalak or patron Mohan Bhagwat is said to be a strong advocate of this age ceiling. Bhagwat, who is 6 years older than Modi, turns 75 on the 11th of September next year and may decide to step down then. If that happens, all eyes will be on Prime Minister Modi, the Sangh's most celebrated face, to see what he does 6 days later. And that is assuming that he is getting a third term, of course. That's probably the context in which Kejriwal was talking about a possible power transfer on the 17th of September 2025. PM Modi has, however, made it clear, not in as many words though, that he is in for a long haul and is looking to make India the third largest economy by the end of his next term, that is in 2029. Coming to the fourth bird, as I said, by talking about Modi's retirement and Yogi's removal, Kejriwal is seeking to create doubts in the minds of their fans. The AAP CM, I guess, thinks that Modi-Yogi fans may not be very enthusiastic about Amit Shah, who is essentially a political strategist par excellence, I would say. It's all about seeding doubts in the BJP voters' minds. Fifth, Kejriwal's remarks are an indirect acknowledgement that the opposition cannot fight against Modi, his persona. Attacking him would be counterproductive, so attack the supporting ecosystem around him. The BJP is an extremely cohesive unit when it comes to backing Prime Minister Modi, but the party has been witnessing a lot of dissension from within of late, thanks to the sidelining of many veteran leaders and denial of tickets to a large number of MPs and MLAs in elections. Kejriwal is actually trying to fish in troubled waters. That's all from me in this episode of Politically Correct. Thanks for watching.